So we show you why San Angelo is ground zero for Texas politics. Plus, a criminal jury trial is getting started for a 2019 crash that took the life of a man riding a bicycle. We've got you covered. I'm Joe Hyde, and this is Live. This show is brought to you by Myers Drug. Hey Dude shoes are very popular in San Angelo right now. Hey Dudes offer comfort and style all in one shoe. Myers Drug has a large selection of Hey Dudes, including the most recent arrivals. Located at the corner of Chadbourne and Beauregard in the center of historic downtown San Angelo, you can shop there Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 2. Myers Drug is more than just a pharmacy. It's San Angelo's finest gift store, too. See more at myersdrug.com. At the Mike Brown Justice Center today, the home for a jury selection on the Monday afternoon as the court begins the trial of Clayton Dunn versus the state of Texas. Dunn, who was originally arrested in November of 2019, is accused of running over and killing 33-year-old Jacob Martinez near the 1900 block of North Van Buren. Martinez was riding his bicycle out in front of his family's home the night before Thanksgiving. After allegedly mowing down the bicyclist, police said Dunn fled the scene, but police were able to find him days later working on a home on Howard Street. When they asked him about the crash, Dunn denied everything. He was ultimately arrested after police found traces of green slime from tire sealant on a bicycle that was still smeared all over his truck. On Monday afternoon, the court selected a jury of 5 women and 8 men. Oral arguments commence on Tuesday. Speaking of bicycles, the San Angelo Police Department is searching for a burglary suspect, and you just might know him. The man on the bicycle pictured on your screen is wanted by police for a burglary that occurred around the 200 block of South Washington. Police believe that he visits the area frequently, so be on the lookout. If you do see him, do not hesitate to contact police. If you know who he is, then contact San Angelo Crime Stoppers. Doing so could get you an award of up to $1,000. The San Angelo City Council will meet Tuesday morning for their regularly scheduled meeting. This week, the council has 5 different agenda items that are all related to the upcoming November 8th election. The most notable agenda item Tuesday is to create a central ballot counting location. The agenda calls for considering the establishment of a central counting station for the November 8, 2022 election and appointing a central counting station judge, a central counting station alternate judge, central counting station manager, a tabulation supervisor, and approved assistants to the tabulation supervisor. So if you're looking for a job, I'm just saying. With the continued mandates that are coming down from the state and even local level, the question arises, will mandated changes to the November 8, 2022 general election process restore your trust? Only time will tell if more mandates to our election processes will hurt or help San Angelo. The city of San Angelo also will likely lower your tax rate, but not on Tuesday. This is all happening during the budget workshops where they're working on the budget for the FY 2023 budget cycle. This is all according to a presentation last week by City Finance Director Tina Diersky. The Tom Green County Appraisal District certified the value of all the property inside the city limits at almost $7 billion. And this is a significant amount because it's like a 23.5% increase over the total value presented at last year's, that is the FY 2022 budget presentation. Of this, almost $74 million is for new properties that have been added to the tax rolls. The first look at the FY 2023 City of San Angelo budget shows that the city staff believes the tax rate can be lowered 3.8 cents from $0.776 per $100 in valuation to $0.7380 per 100 valuation. That 0.7380 is the maximum the city can set the tax rate this year and still stay within the Texas legislature's 3.5% annual cap before the city is required to hold a special election to approve a tax rate that will bring in more than 3.5% in additional revenue over last year. This is a cautionary tale about politicians that are always bragging that they lowered the tax rate. That may be so, but the gross amount of money that you will pay in taxes will still go up because your home was likely appraised anywhere between 10 to 30% higher this year. We'll continue to report on the real amount of taxes you will pay for the upcoming fiscal year. For more on the city's budget session, see our story on sanangelolive.com. Speaking of politics in San Angelo, on Tuesday, San Angelo will be ground zero for Texas politics. Both of the gubernatorial candidates will be holding rallies here. For Greg Abbott and his crew, all of the local Republican groups, for the first time ever, I might add, are teaming up to hold a rally at the Paseo. Their battle cry is "Keep Texas, Texas." On the other side of the aisle, Beto O'Rourke will be at the McNeese Convention Center. Last week, Beto got caught up in some drama when he cussed out a member of his opposition. Let's watch.
I'm going to make sure that now 11 weeks since we lost 19 kids and their 2 teachers shot to death with a weapon originally designed for use in combat, legally purchased by an 18-year-old who did not try to obtain one when he was 16 or 17, but followed the law that's on the books, ladies and gentlemen, that says that you can buy not one, you can buy 2 or more if you want to, AR-15s, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and take that weapon that was originally designed for use on the battlefields in Vietnam to penetrate an enemy soldier's helmet at 500 feet and knock him down dead, up against kids at 5 feet. It may be funny to you, motherfucker, but it's not funny to me, okay?
Well, will he call anyone a mother trucker in San Angelo? We don't know, but we'll be there at the crime scene in case he does. Abbott currently leads O'Rourke by about 10 points in the Dallas Morning News poll that was released on August 8th. The Dallas Morning News and UT Tyler poll of 1,384 registered voters was taken between August 1st and August 7th and found statewide that Abbott leads O'Rourke 51% to 41%. Abbott is building a sizable lead. In previous polling published in June, Abbott only enjoyed a 5 or 6 point lead. And finally, it may be hot in the political realm, but for us here in San Angelo, things are finally going to be cooling down. As for today, temperatures are in the high 90s, but by Thursday, that will change. A cold front is bringing in highs of just 92 and 94 on Thursday and Friday. Both of these days leading into the weekend bring with them a chance for rain. There's a 40% chance of rain on both days. And now after the break, we'll have an interview with the Republican women talking about Keep Texas, Texas, and the counter rally they have planned for the Beto O'Rourke thing. And for right now, let's break right now and take you to Jim Bass Ford.
Buying a new car or truck is a little different right now, but at Jim Bass Ford, we make it really easy. Just visit JimBassFord.com and you can order a vehicle just the way you want it. Color, trim level, equipment, and the list goes on. And when you order a new vehicle from Jim Bass, we'll even deliver it right to your door. So go to JimBassFord.com and start your order today, or visit us in person at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road.
We're having it at the Paseo, which is across the street from Fort Concho. Most people know where that location is. And it starts at 5:30. It'll run about an hour. And we are having it to show our support for our governor because we want to re-elect him. And he is the reason that we have such a great state, and we want Texas to stay Texas.
Okay. Now, Beth, we were talking earlier. This is sort of a historic meeting because there are several groups in San Angelo, Republican active groups, that are coming together probably for the first time in my memory anyway.
That's the way I've never known it to happen before. It'll be the San Angelo Republican Women, the Concho Valley Republican Women, the Pachyderm Club, and the Tom Green County Republican Party. All four entities will be there, and we'll have information on each of our clubs. So if you're interested in signing up to be part of the Republican in this area, you'll have that opportunity, as well as to support Governor Abbott.
And of course, the governor's race is at the top of the ballot, and in November. And I was thinking, wow, that's that's on down the road a ways. But again, while we were talking earlier, it's not that far away.
No, the last I heard it was 90 days.
About 90 days away.
Monday was 90 days, so we're under 90 days now. 86, 85 days. I meant to look at the count today before we came, and I forgot.
It's less than 90 days, so
That's
we need
right.
to get out and vote all the way down the ballot. We got to keep this country red.
And that's the general election, November 8th. So it is coming up, and it's time to for the folks that are active in politics and are going to vote to really start paying attention.
Yes.
And I want to say one more thing about the rally.
You bet.
In addition to all the club information going to be there, we will have deputy voter registrars there. So if you
Okay.
are not registered to vote or unsure about your voter registration status, we have people there that can register you to vote. And of course, we want you to vote Republican, like Beth said. We'll also be having hot dogs, a hot dog supper for the kids, popcorn, cookies, bottled water, and some guest speakers. And
Okay. And there are still waiting on confirmation from some of the guest speakers, but who do you know that's coming right now?
we have George Rodriguez from San Antonio. He does a podcast called El Conservador.
Okay.
He is a immigration expert. He worked in the Reagan administration. He worked in the first Bush administration. And he is not a Democrat. He's not a Republican, but he can tell you why we need to vote for Abbott.
Okay. And again, this is the Keep Texas Texas rally for Greg Abbott's reelection campaign on Tuesday. Again, tell me where and when.
It's August the 16th from 5:30 to 6:30 at the Paseo. I believe it's Avenue D. It's right there next to, between across the railroad track, between the railroad depot and Fort Concho. So,
Okay.
right in there.
All right. And I tend to forget stuff. So if there's anything else that you want to add right now that I have forgotten, now would be the time. So.
Well, Kelly did speak about registering to vote. If you're not registered to vote, you have until, I think it's October 10th to get registered to vote, so you can participate in November. And that's a very important race for us. We have got to get out the vote, and you've got to go vote, and you can keep Texas, Texas.
All right, great. Kelly and Beth, thank you both for being here, and we will see you next week.
That'd be
Great.
great. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And we'll be back after this.
Well, welcome back. My name is Joe Hyde. I'm the publisher of San Angelo Live. I believe the purpose of a newspaper and the media is to raise a lot of hell. And we're raising a lot of hell about our county attorney. We need some accountability over his office, and otherwise your kids or you might get caught up in his crazy stuff. He's going after honest, God-fearing, non-criminal citizens for political reasons. And we're covering that quite extensively. Just scroll down to the editor's pick section on the homepage of San Angelo Live. Read about it. Tell us what you think. And if you think that we're right, please take some action and contact our local officials. Anyway, this is San Angelo Live. This show is meant to give you the real news. The real news is not doctored up or censored or anything like that. We're streamed every day on Facebook, Twitter, and sometimes YouTube. We're having a little bit of issues with YouTube because, you know, they're woke and big tech. But and we're also always going to be on our homepage. This is called the Live Daily TV News Show, and it's streamed every day at 4 o'clock Until then, till tomorrow, thank you for watching.